Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this problem using the concepts of inequality. Now in this graph, we are given this blue curve which represents the function g at x. And we have to answer two questions for this graph. The first one is to find the x values where g at x is less than 0, and the other one is to find the x values where g at x is greater than or equal to 0. Now this blue curve has two x-intercepts. So the first x-intercept is at -1 on the left side, and the second x-intercept is at 4 on the right side. Now for part A, we have to find the x values where g at x is less than 0. That means we have to find the x values for which the graph is below the x-axis, because when the graph is below the x-axis, the function value will be negative or less than 0. So in this graph, this curve is below the x-axis on the left side of this x-intercept. So that means one part of the x-axis in which the solution lies is to the left side of this x-intercept, and then the curve goes below the x-axis to the right side of the other x-intercept, which is at 4. So the next part of the solution for part A is this part of the x-axis to the right side of 4. So now we have to write the intervals to denote these two parts of the x-axis. So we'll start with the left side. So for the left part, we'll write it in the interval notation as -infinity to -1. Now in this case, we have to find the x values for which the function value is less than 0, not less than or equal to 0. So that's why the x-intercept won't be part of the solution. So we'll use the parentheses for -1. And for infinity and negative infinity, we always use the parentheses, not the square brackets. So this interval represents the x values on the left side of this x-intercept. There is another set of x values, so we'll use union and then the parentheses. Now the other values are to the right side of 4, and 4 is not part of the solution because the inequality is only less than 0. So we'll start at 4 and go all the way to positive infinity. So this should be the solution in interval notation. Now for the inequality notation, we can write it as, so x should be less than -1 or x is greater than 4. So this is the answer in the inequality notation. So now we are done with part A, so we can move on to part B. So in part B, we have to find the x values at which g at x is greater than or equal to 0. So that means we have to find the x values for which the graph is above the x-axis, because at those x values, the function value will be greater than 0. Since it also includes the equal sign, that means we'll have to include the x-intercepts in this answer. Now in this case, the graph is above the x-axis between the x-intercepts, and we'll also have to include the endpoints or the x-intercepts in our solution. So our solution will be, so we'll have to use square brackets. So it starts at -1, so we always start with the number on the left side and goes all the way to 4, and both -1 and 4 are included in the solution, so we use square brackets. So this is the answer to part B in interval notation. And for inequality notation, we'll write that x is greater than or equal to -1 and is less than or equal to 4. So this should be the final answer for part B. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.